Welcome to Tennis Intention. Today we're going to talk about how can make corrections by the intention and not make correction by the technique. We normally make corrections in tennis by the technique. We always say little things during the training, and this is kind of difficult to the player to understand, because when you give too much advices, then the player lost completely what's really important and what he needs to make the shot. So we have to find a way easier to the player to understand what you want to transmit to the player. For example, we can, if we are here, right? This is our goal, right? This is let's see. There, I'm going to put down here, okay, here, and here, okay. This is our goal, right? And we need that the player get this goal. This is the player. This is the player. So we need that the player achieves this goal. We can say, for example, to make a cross ball, for example. And we say to them normally, okay, try to be more sideways, follow more the ball, or close the racket earlier, or brush more. See, as we see, you say 1, 2, 3, and 4 advices to arrive here. But these things are like a windows that you open in the mind of the player. And then it's difficult to translate those things into the action to achieve the goal. Yes? So that's why we have, this is the correction by technique. And this and the easiest way to do it is the correction by the intention. Correction by the intention. Why? Because like this, if you have here and then here, yes, you want to achieve this, that is a cross ball, right? With one sentence or one word, we can achieve this place. So you make just one advice and then you achieve here. This way is a way that the player can see clear, because it's like a big picture. Here you're telling them a piece of a puzzle that he has to do in a exactly time with the speed of the ball. So he don't have time, or she don't have time to recognize each comment that you say to make the shot. So you have to translate this into an intention, like try to get the ball earlier. I'm doing an example. Try to get the ball earlier, and then the player is going to get the ball earlier. Then it's going to be easier to drive the ball, and then he can follow more the ball in the direction that they want. Why? Because in this comment, those things are inside, but you just say one word or one sentence. That is easier to the player to make it in a period of time. But this one, and we do, here are 4. Normally we do more correction. We talk a lot. As a coaches, we like to talk a lot, because if you stay quiet and silent, maybe you think that you are not working. You are not doing your job. We have to open your mouth. We have to open your mouth when you need it, not every time. You have to just watch the player to say one thing or two, no more than that, because otherwise you make a mix. You mix like everything, and the player you help the player to get lost more. When you have to help the player to find a way. And you find a way when you correct by the intention, not by the technique. The technique is a period. The intention is more close to the game. It's a photo, it's a big photo of what they need to achieve. This is a direction that you can that the player can read easier. Because if you say like this, that try to get the ball earlier, then he's going to do it, and then everything is going to happen. But you say just one word, not 4 or 10. That's why we cannot make more correction by the technique. We have to make correction by the intention. The intention gives you the possibility to the player to achieve the goal, because it's easy to translate, to see it, to imagine. If the player can imagine what you say, it's easier to achieve here. If you say one thing, two things, four things, there are four things that have to imagine and mix and get an image. When is going to do that in a rally? It's impossible. It's impossible. So we have to make correction by the intention. This is the faster way to achieve every goal. If you make correction by the technique, that's what you do every time. You are just getting like this confusion. You getting on confusion the player, because the player cannot mix those advices that you say in a good way, but for them to translate that in a period of time is difficult. So correct by the intention and leave the correction by the technique. I hope you like this video, and we'll see you soon. Bye.